What if we grew an international family of national park cities? A family of cities that share national park city values, all working together to make our cities greener, healthier, wilder, cooler, fairer, sharing our talent, ideas, experience, knowledge, learning, so we can not only improve the lives of people and wildlife in our own cities, but cities that share that family and the cities that can learn from it too. Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? You know, it started in London with people saying, well, what if we made London a national park city? But then people in Adelaide said, well, what if we became a national park city too?
I think that it would be really exciting for Adelaide to become a national park city, because it would be a really good way for everyone to become a closer community and to have a stronger relationship with nature.
And then people in Breda and Rotterdam and Chattanooga and Tokyo started saying, well, what if we became a national park city? And I think that's a fantastic question for people inside those cities. But it gets me thinking, well, what if we had an international movement of national park cities?
One of the most important things in London was just really recognising the energy of a lot of grassroots groups and bringing them together.
While there's lots of different projects and efforts and visions for cities, quite often they are cut down particular interest groups. Let's have tree cities or play cities or sponge cities. But what a national park city gives us is a way of thinking about cities at a landscape scale. And that's what national parks have done so well for generations. When so much feels so negative so much of the time, having a positive story in your city that you can riff off to energize people for action. But when we have a family of national park cities, actually people can then share that energy around an international movement as well, around that positive story of making our cities greener, healthier and wilder. So, you know, I'm super excited about it being London National Park City's birthday. It's just a beautiful thing to see it going from this sort of provocative artistic idea into something really tangible that people can be a part of and they can touch and they can help to produce, that not only helps them but can help future generations. And the more we make London National Park City a success, this world famous complicated conurbation, the more we can inspire other cities around the world to join the family too. And what will ultimately happen is not only will those cities benefit, but I know that London will benefit as well.
So this is an opportunity for us to embrace nature as part of our culture and our heritage. It's a really exciting way to think about how we build communities.
So we set out on a journey of creating what we call the Universal Charter of National Park Cities, and organised forums in a number of cities around the world. It's a large consultation exercise, and in the end, I think people from around 50 countries around the world helped us pull together this charter, which essentially sets out a vision for the National Park City around everyone being able to be involved every day.
And gave a sort of piece of material, if you like, for people to really engage in their own campaigns, their own charters. And Adelaide was one of the front runners in that.
In fact, if we think about nature, we could think about Adelaide as a park. So we're thinking, why don't we make Adelaide a national park city?
So we have, you know, a marker in, if you like, the top and the bottom of the globe, whichever way you want to put that. And that's then been inspiring many other cities to come together on the journey.
I was on a trip recently to Breda, who hope to become the world's 3rd or 4th national park city. And the work they are doing in that city, and have done for such a long period of time, so that nature and greenness flows through the city, where they're rewilding and re-wiggling rivers so that beavers and otters can go through the middle of the city again, and working with people in gardens so that streets are becoming 10 times greener. And as someone who's lived in London for so long, to go there, all I want to do is eat up all those ideas, bring them back to London and help them cross-pollinate again through the city here. And I'm absolutely certain that when London National Park City Rangers team up with Breda National Park City Rangers, it will just spark so much thinking and creativity and critically delivery on the ground that can ultimately lengthen people's lives, but also improve the quality of those people's lives as they go through those longer lives as well. And for me, it's not just about the people as well, it's about all the other species we share our cities with living longer, healthier, better lives too.